Have you ever felt as if life unfolds before you even realize what you truly want? That the moment you think of a choice, the universe has already begun aligning the pieces, nudging reality to meet your unspoken desire. Most people live thinking their decisions create reality, but what if the truth is far more astonishing? What if reality responds before your mind even decides? Today, we are going to explore a secret layer of existence where your deepest intentions shape the world in ways you've never noticed. You don't notice it at first. It's subtle, like the whisper of wind before a storm. You decide to go for a walk, to send that message, to start a project, and yet, circumstances seem to already be guiding you there. Doors open without force, opportunities appear as if by coincidence, and people cross your path with almost perfect timing. This is not luck. It is not chance. It is quantum manifestation in motion. Imagine a world where your brain is merely the observer, while the quantum fabric of reality is already reacting to your desires. In that world, intention is energy, and your feelings act like magnets, pulling events into alignment. Most people focus on their thoughts, believing that thinking hard enough about something brings it into existence. But the universe doesn't wait for your rational mind. It responds to the preconscious signals your body, your emotions, and your subtle energy are already sending. Think of it like this. Every decision you think you're making consciously is actually a lagging indicator of what your quantum self has already set in motion. This is why some people appear lucky or naturally talented. They have unknowingly tuned into this preconscious alignment. They act in flow with reality rather than against it. And the difference between them and everyone else? Awareness. If you're ready, we will dive deeper, because understanding this first step can completely change the way you approach manifestation. You'll see why trying harder often fails, and why letting go is the secret most people never learn. To grasp this, let's explore a simple example. A musician. Before she even sits down to write a song, the emotions, memories, and subtle inspirations flowing through her body are already influencing the chords, lyrics, and rhythm that appear. Her conscious mind may feel like it's creating, but in reality, she is tapping into a pre-decision quantum stream, where possibilities have already been laid out, waiting for her to observe them. The same happens in your life. Your goals, your desires, even your fears are like pebbles dropped into a pond of infinite potential. Ripples expand before you consciously understand their impact, and yet society teaches you to rely only on logic and planning, ignoring the power of your subtle signals. Here's where most people miss it. They focus on the outcome, not the process of pre-alignment. Manifestation isn't about visualizing your goal and forcing action toward it. It is about cultivating resonance with your intention, allowing the universe to orchestrate the perfect conditions, and then acting in sync with the opportunities that already exist. Imagine what would happen if you realized that reality is responding to who you are feeling in the moment, not what you are thinking. Every choice, every hesitation, every doubt creates ripples. But the strongest manifestations happen before conscious thought even forms. This is where the science and the mystery meet. Quantum physics shows us that particles exist in states of probability until observed. Your mind, your awareness, collapses the probabilities into reality. But here's the twist. The probabilities are already influenced by pre-conscious energy, emotions, and intent. You may think you are deciding what happens, but in truth, your body, heart, and energy have already begun shaping the outcome. Let's break it down further. When you feel confident, calm, and aligned, you naturally make micro-decisions that resonate with what the universe has already set in motion. When you feel fear, anxiety, or doubt, you disrupt that alignment, creating friction that slows manifestation. The key is not forcing results. It's preparing your internal state to signal what you truly desire. Later in this series, we'll reveal a simple method to tap into this pre-decision alignment. But first, you need to understand the magnitude of this unseen process. The very act of waiting for conscious clarity may be the reason most people struggle with manifestation. They ignore the subtle currents already flowing beneath the surface. Consider this. Your brain processes thousands of pieces of information every second, yet only a fraction reaches conscious awareness. The rest influences decisions invisibly. This hidden guidance is your quantum map, showing which choices will lead to fulfillment, even before you realize you want it. By recognizing that manifestation happens before conscious intent, you step into a new paradigm. You no longer chase outcomes. You cultivate presence, trust, and emotional alignment, letting reality meet you halfway. Action becomes effortless, synchronicities appear, and opportunities unfold naturally. Now, imagine living fully aware of this pre-decision flow. Each moment becomes a co-creation with the universe, where your intentions are felt, your energy is aligned, and your reality responds almost automatically. This is not fantasy. It is quantum manifestation in its purest, most practical form. And in the next scene, we will explore exactly how to tune into this invisible current, so that your desires materialize with precision, ease, and joy. Have you ever wondered why sometimes everything feels effortless? Ideas flow, doors open, people appear at the right time, and other moments feel like you're pushing against a wall? That effortless flow is not luck. It's your alignment with the quantum currents of reality, the invisible signals that manifest your desires before your conscious mind even chooses. In this scene, we'll uncover how to consciously tune into this pre-decision flow and make manifestation feel natural, not forced. The first step is understanding that your emotions are the language of quantum manifestation. Thoughts alone are not enough. The universe responds to vibration, energy, and resonance. Every feeling you experience is like a tuning fork, signaling what kind of reality you are calling into existence. When you feel joy, gratitude, or peace, you emit a high-frequency signal that the quantum field naturally gravitates toward. When you feel fear, doubt, or frustration, the signal shifts, and so does the unfolding of events. Here's a crucial insight. Manifestation isn't about trying harder. It's about feeling right before action. This is where most people fail. They visualize their goal, but ignore the subtle currents inside themselves. Without emotional alignment, the quantum field cannot respond fully. Let's visualize this. Imagine standing at the edge of a river. The current represents possibilities, infinite outcomes flowing simultaneously. Your emotions and energy act like a boat. If you row against the current, it's exhausting and slow. If you float with it, letting the current guide you, you arrive at the destination effortlessly. Your conscious mind might feel like it's leading the way, but the river, your pre-conscious alignment, has already chosen the path. To tune into this flow, you must become aware of your inner state. Notice how you feel before making decisions. Are you anxious, doubtful, or impatient? Or are you calm, confident, and inspired? These feelings are not trivial. They are the signals shaping your reality. By monitoring and shifting your emotional frequency, you are literally adjusting the probabilities that reality collapses into. Now imagine if every choice you made was guided by this invisible current. Opportunities would appear when you need them. Solutions would emerge naturally. Relationships would align. Money, health, and experiences would manifest with minimal struggle. This is not a dream. It's the practical application of quantum awareness. The next step is preconscious intention. This is different from conscious planning. Preconscious intention is your energy and desire acting beneath awareness, signaling the universe before your mind rationalizes the action. It's like planting a seed in fertile soil. You don't see the growth immediately, but the process has already started. To cultivate this, start with emotion-first visualization. Instead of imagining outcomes logically, immerse yourself in the feeling of what you want. For example, if your goal is a promotion, feel the confidence, recognition, and excitement of that success before the result appears. Your body and energy are now broadcasting a clear signal, and the universe begins aligning circumstances in response. This is why so many manifestation techniques fail. They focus on what to do, instead of how to feel while doing nothing. The trick is letting your emotions lead the way while allowing events to unfold naturally. Another powerful tool is micro-action guided by intuition. Once your internal state aligns, your conscious mind will notice subtle nudges, an idea, a message, a coincidence that feel right. These are not random. They are the universe giving you cues on how to move in harmony with your desires. Acting on these nudges is not forcing reality. It's cooperating with it. Consider an example. A writer sitting down to create a book. Instead of overthinking chapters or strategies, she first immerses in the feeling of the story. Characters alive, emotions vivid, scenes flowing. In this state, ideas come effortlessly, connections appear, and the narrative unfolds naturally. Her conscious mind feels in charge, but the pre-conscious quantum currents have already done the heavy lifting. If you can cultivate this awareness, life transforms. You stop struggling. You stop chasing. Instead, you co-create with reality, allowing the pre-decision alignment to guide your every step. One practical method to strengthen this skill is daily resonance checks. Pause several times a day and ask, how do I feel right now? Notice subtle resistance, tension, or anxiety. Then shift attention to gratitude, curiosity, or inspiration. This isn't a one-time exercise, it's a lifestyle. The more you maintain emotional alignment, the more the universe responds to the pre-conscious signal you are sending. The final piece of the puzzle is trust. Trust that your desires are already in motion. even if your mind hasn't yet figured out the path. Trust that synchronicities will appear. Trust that the universe responds faster than your thinking can process. Doubt is the greatest blocker because it conflicts with the invisible currents already in motion. In the next scene, we'll explore practical steps to fully embody this quantum flow, so you can experience manifestation consistently, not occasionally. You'll learn how to harness intuition, micro-actions, and preconscious alignment to bring your dreams into reality faster than ever before. By now, you've seen that manifestation doesn't start with thought, planning, or effort. It begins before your mind even decides. Reality responds to the quiet, invisible signals of your energy, your emotions, and your preconscious intentions. But awareness alone is not enough. In this scene, we'll explore how to fully embody quantum manifestation so that desires unfold naturally, consistently, and with joy. The first step is alignment in action. Many people understand intention but fail in application. They visualize, meditate, or imagine, yet their daily life choices contradict their desires. Alignment is not forcing events. It is living in resonance with your intended outcome. Every decision, conversation, and small action should feel coherent with the reality you are calling in. When your inner world and outer world harmonize, manifestation accelerates. Imagine waking up each morning with clarity and ease, knowing your day will unfold perfectly, not because of luck, but because you are in quantum sync with life itself. A practical tool to achieve this is emotional rehearsal. Before a meeting, presentation, or decision, spend a few moments feeling as if the outcome has already happened. Your body, heart, and mind broadcast this alignment to the universe. This subtle signal triggers synchronicities. The right people appear, the perfect words come naturally, and opportunities present themselves almost magically. Consider an entrepreneur launching a project. Instead of focusing only on strategy and marketing, she first tunes into the feeling of success, confidence, fulfillment, and excitement. As she moves through each step, intuition guides decisions effortlessly. The project flows with momentum because preconscious alignment has already primed reality to respond. Now imagine if every goal, every dream, every intention could be approached this way. Manifestation becomes not a sporadic event but a consistent state of being. The next element is micro-actions guided by subtle cues. The universe communicates through intuition, coincidences, and small nudges. These are the breadcrumbs left for you to follow, indicating where your preconscious signals are ready to materialize. Acting on these cues is not forcing, it's harmonizing. Ignoring them, however, is like ignoring a compass pointing toward treasure. To enhance this sensitivity, practice mindful observation. Notice patterns, repetitions, and feelings that arise spontaneously. Keep a journal of insights, coincidences, and small wins. Over time, you'll start recognizing the signs of pre-decision alignment, allowing you to navigate life with precision, grace, and flow. Here's the key. Manifestation is not just about what you want. It's about who you are being while you wait for it to appear. Your emotional state, your energy, and your trust in the process determine the speed and quality of results. Another powerful technique is daily quantum tuning. Begin and end each day with a simple ritual. Breathe deeply, connect with your desired reality, and immerse yourself in the feeling of having already achieved it. Release doubts, fears, and resistance. In this state, your preconscious mind broadcasts clarity and certainty to the quantum field, and reality responds accordingly. Consider the science behind it. Particles exist in superposition until observed. Your conscious mind collapses these probabilities into reality, but the probabilities are shaped by energy and emotion before conscious observation. By embodying the feeling, aligning actions, and trusting the process, you amplify the signal, ensuring your desired outcome is prioritized in the unfolding of events. Now pause for a moment and reflect. How many of your struggles come from pushing, forcing, or overthinking? Imagine releasing that effort and moving instead in harmony with unseen currents. Life becomes easier, results appear faster, you feel empowered and in flow. The final principle is trust in timing. Manifestation doesn't always match your schedule. The universe aligns events perfectly, often beyond what your mind could imagine. Trusting this timing removes frustration and doubt, allowing the pre-decision alignment to work unhindered. Every delay, every obstacle, and every coincidence is part of a greater orchestration designed to bring your intention into reality at the optimal moment. By combining emotional resonance, preconscious alignment, micro-actions, and trust in timing, you create a powerful system where manifestation is natural, effortless, and precise. You are no longer at the mercy of chance. You are a co-creator of your reality. As you step into this understanding, remember this: manifestation is not about trying harder. It's about being more aligned, more present, more trusting, and more aware. The universe is already moving in response to the signals you emit before conscious thought. Your role is to tune in, feel, act, and trust. Imagine the life you desire unfolding before you, guided not by struggle but by alignment. Opportunities, relationships, abundance, and joy appear as natural extensions of your being. This is quantum manifestation, powerful, precise, and profoundly transformative. And now that you know how to embody it, every choice you make becomes a step toward effortless creation. If you found this powerful, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs it. Join our community and turn these insights into your reality. Don't forget to share the energy.